Hi, hello. I wanted to today kind of diverse from the Spain and Spanish topic. I will still post those type of videos. However, I really wanted to talk about this and maybe other type of things like this. So let me know how you feel in the comments about not talking exclusively about Spain and Spanish stuff. Now, today I wanted to talk a bit about self-acceptance. I'm going to talk about Nick Sturniolo. I obviously do not know this person. I do not speak on behalf of him. I'm just kind of trying to understand what he thinks in certain situations and what I assume he experienced, what I know, because I obviously watch him a lot. So take everything I say with a grain of salt because it's just an example. I'm not just talking about him just because, but because I think he's a good example of what I want to talk about, if this makes sense. Nick Sturniolo, if you don't know who he is, he's a YouTuber. He's 21 maybe by the time I post this. So he has a channel with his brothers, which is the main channel, I would say. They have almost 7 million subscribers there, and then he also has his main channel, his personal channel. I do not know how many subscribers he has actually. I think it's kind of less than 1 million because he doesn't post that often there. They do post weekly on the Sturniolo triplets. Oh my god, the Sturniolo triplets. Why do I want to talk about this person specifically? Why do I think he's a good example to talk about self-acceptance? I think he has two main things that he had to come to terms with, and I think one of them is fully in his mind, and I think, again, I just think this, but from what I see in the videos, what I can tell from his behavior, I think he's fully okay with this. However, there's another thing that I believe he has made a lot of progress, but he's not fully there yet. First thing is that he's gay, and he has talked about this many times. He has said a lot of things about when he came out, when he was in high school, and how he feels about some of the things. I think when he talks about this, it's really interesting because you can tell how the journey was really, like the video they have specifically on this topic. He often says that he used to think that his brothers didn't really like him. He then said, because now people will make edits on TikTok like pitying him in a way, and so he never actually thought that they hated him. However, he will feel like kind of left out, and he said before as well that he was kind of the one doing that he was trying to be perceived as like one of the boys, being in a way a people pleaser. I don't think he can be that because it's just like this bold, confident person.
Well, then you don't have to worry about getting married if you're spending every single day bitching in TikTok comment sections, because you ain't gonna find someone like that, you annoying fuck.
But I think when he was in high school, obviously when we were all in high school, we were all kind of like that. I think you just want to fit in general, and obviously if you have two brothers the same age as you, you're going to first of all compare yourself a lot, which he said he had. Also, if you're all kind of in the same friend group and you're best friends with each other, you want to get along and have interests in common. He will play sports and he doesn't like sports, he didn't like it and he still doesn't, just things like that. This is the first part of why self-acceptance is so important, because I think Nick was low-key hiding his true personalities in some ways. Part of it was just like, I'm not the same as them and I feel like I have to be. And so now I think he's fully himself, or almost fully himself.
The Celtics won tonight, Nick. Are you hype?
I don't care at all.
Obviously, I just see what he presents to the camera and to the internet, and I think something that it's really funny. I see many people post these clips on TikTok because I do think it's kind of hilarious knowing when he comes from. He now constantly just call his brothers gay.
It was fabulous.
That's so good. You love the word fabulous, you little gay icon.
What? Stop saying that.
Like now he's so confident with that term and he's so proud to be gay that the term itself is now his. And I think that just goes to show that when he was in high school, he was kind of afraid to not be accepted for what he was.
And I think once it got to the point where we like graduated high school, we started doing what we wanted to do. It got to the point where now I think he's in the most confident position he's he's ever been his whole life, and I'm very proud of him for it. When Nick came out, I was just like, oh, cool. Like, word, finally. I was just more happy and proud of him because now I'm like, now you can just do what you want, be yourself without feeling like there's this big secret looming in the air. Like, I was just relieved. So it's like, I imagine how relieved I was when Nick came out. I could only imagine how relieved he felt when he came out.
He's just imposing what he is, like he just shows it very proudly, and I think it makes him funnier, first of all, obviously.
I feel
Gay Love Island season 1. Call me. I'll do all the stupid PR shit. I'll do
I
all
feel
the
like Gay
goofy shit.
Island is like, whoa.
Gay Island. It's like I wish I could be there. Gay Island.
Why put them all in one?
It seems anti-progressive, you know. To put us all on an island. Let us roam free in the world.
That's what I was thinking.
Gay Pride. Happy June.
He just seems so bold and confident that you just like him immediately. He's just so himself all the time and so brave with everything he says, even if it's not something like a statement or anything. He is a very opinionated person.
I hate when people go like dress shopping and they're like crying in their favorite dress that they want, and the mom's like, I don't know, I don't think it suits you. It's like, you're not getting married. You had your chance. You're probably old, grumpy, and divorced. Get out.
But even if he's saying something that's not really important or relevant, he still seems like he really has to say what he has to say. They even called him kind of the leader of the group.
Wait, do you guys have like specific roles? Like, is there like a leader? Is there like a...
I'd say Nick's the leader.
Okay.
And I think in a way he is. I think he's the most aware of the camera, and he is like this showman, and he just so confident that he deserves this fame they have, I think. You have no idea how much I'm sweating right now. Do not come to the south of Spain in summer. Let's talk real self-acceptance now, because that is like done. I think he's fully okay with being gay at this point. There's always homophobic people that might want to take him down in that sense, and that sucks, and that makes you question.
Go, Nick. Go on. I just think of like I'm already gay. So like according to like the Bible and like the church in some places, I'm already doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
You shouldn't feel like that though.
Oh, I don't. Good. I'm done. I feel fine.
Next thing is his body image. I think he has a lot of issues here. He's spoken about this, so that's a point I want to make, that even though he has said that he feels insecure about his body, he's brave enough to talk about it, which I think is really admirable.
I just kind of want to become more confident in myself. I have not felt confident anywhere, standing anywhere shirtless, since I was 10 years old. I am deeply afraid of my own naked body.
Again, I said before that you can tell how much he has progressed, because he used to hide to eat. When they were eating in the car or whatever, he will hide so people wouldn't see him eating, because he will get these comments. I just want to say that it's crazy that he was just getting comments about his body in the first place, because you see Nick and you don't think that's a fat person. Like, you wouldn't think that at all, and that's crazy that people were commenting on it and that he still feels insecure. There's something that I really don't like about the TikTok edits, and it's when they kind of make these glow up videos, and I've seen a lot. I think they make it with everyone I watch. He has had a glow up, and there's just like a picture of this person when they were in high school or something, and now, and it's like he looks better, obviously, because who doesn't look better now in their 20s than when you were in high school? But something that kind of pissed me off with Nick is that I've seen so many of these, and they will take a picture of him where he just looks a bit chubbier than usual. He does look better now because he's 21, and obviously he was a kid in high school, so for the most part you're going to think that he looks better now because he does. The fact that they take that specific picture, because I've seen so many of these with the same picture, and then the rest of the edit is completely different, it kind of sends him and everyone the message that if you're fat, you look bad, you look worse than how you look when you're not. And I think that has nothing to do with his actual glow up. He had a glow up because he's 21 now, and he was I don't know, 14, 15 then, and I think he will still look good if he was fat now, obviously. I think this is such a common sense sentence, but I think many people will disagree with me. I think maybe people will say if he was fat, he wouldn't look as good. Part of the reason why I wanted to put him as an example is that you can tell that this is not just me fangirling, this is me being a person with eyes and saying that he's really attractive objectively. You can like him more, you can like him less, but he's really attractive, but he's still insecure. I think that's important to remember, that even gorgeous people have insecurities. It's okay to have insecurities because it is just something human and everyone does. Clearly, when you see these gorgeous people and they say I'm insecure about this, it's like, how? You just think there's no way you are, and they are. So that's why I really admire that he has spoken about this so openly, because I think many people will relate to it and think if Nick feels insecure and if Nick has to work on his self-esteem, it's okay that I do.
Everybody looks exactly how they look, and that's really it. Like, this is my body, and I'm trying to become chill with that.
Now, something that it's really crazy, because like I said before with the being gay thing, is that he was compared himself to his brothers, and I think that's inevitable because we all compare ourselves to our siblings, to cousins, to our neighbors, I don't know, to our friends. Now with social media, we're just comparing ourselves with everyone around us, and obviously I cannot imagine what it's like to have two people that are the same age as you.
Another one.
And also two people that everyone is going to say you look the same or you are the same in general. I think this was kind of a big thing for Nick. It's not only just a sibling, it's someone that you've been told you are the same people, you are just a photocopy of each other. He could see that his brother looked leaner than him, especially I think in high school. He's also a bit taller than Matt and Chris. Their faces are a bit different. Nick's is more rectangular, I would say, and Matt and Chris's are more triangular, like Phineas and Ferb. I don't know why I said that, sorry. So he will see that he's a bit different, and I think in his head that word was not different. He was bigger, he was fatter, and this is interesting that this was like a big thing for him, the comparison, because now Chris appeared in a video shirtless a while ago, I think it was last summer, and everyone will call him fat in obviously a negative way, and I was like, I cannot believe people are calling him fat. And this was not just upsetting as a fan, it was upsetting as a person in this society, because first of all, you could see his ribs, you could see his bones. How is this kid being called fat? I don't get it. Like, how? What are people seeing that I don't?
I hate the internet!
So why would you feel the need to comment on that? And why does that make him less valid? Yes, maybe he gained a couple kilos, but I don't know how pounds that is. 4? I don't know. Maybe he gained 4 pounds, but who cares? And I think recently I haven't even read this because I don't want to, but I know that Matt has been getting also comments on his body, but it's crazy that I couldn't tell you if they were saying that he's also fat now for some reason, or if he's too thin, which goes to show that there's no way of winning here. It doesn't matter how your body looks. If you're on the internet, you're gonna get hate. I know Nick's insecurities do not come from the internet.
I'm shirtless. Don't body shame me. Ooh, Chris gaining weight. Ooh, clowns.
People think that what's crazy to me, I just couldn't care less about a single hate comment. Because what you guys are saying, you're typing your little fingers away and you're going, ooh, you're clicking buttons from the loneliness of your own bed when I'm with my friends living out my memories and my dreams. Every single person, no matter what you're doing, you can be the highest of high, giving back to people, doing the best you can, and people are gonna have something to say that's so negative and wrong about it.
But I think there's a big part of it because I think it's inevitable. I think if you get hate comments, I've got fatphobic comments on myself on my main channel. I am fat a little bit, so I know what it's like, but I cannot imagine what it's like when you have this many followers. And I know this doesn't change Nick's view on himself, because again he used to have these insecurities back then when he wasn't on the internet. However, I do think there's a fear in showing his body now that relates a lot to social media, and I will tell you right now how people will react, because I just know how people will react if he went to show himself shirtless. I know there will be three kinds of people. I know there will be people who will praise him for it, who will feel confident about themselves as well, like they will be inspired by it and think that he's brave, because we know that he has been insecure about this for a long time, feel kind of comforted themselves to be like, if Nick can do this, maybe so can I. I think there will be people that just will edit him just like they've been doing now, because when you think someone's hot, their shirtless body doesn't change anything. And obviously the third group is the hate group. There will be a lot of people just calling him fat. There will be people saying that he should lose weight, that he should go to the gym, that he should wear a shirt, that he's not healthy, which this type of comments aggravates me personally, because it's like, you don't know the lifestyle of this person. And also to think that if you think you're healthy, that's so dangerous, because there are many thin people that have the worst habits when it comes to eating and moving their bodies. This actually makes me angry. Why would you listen to the last group? If there's people telling you you're hot, if there's people telling you that you inspire them and you are a role model for them and that you are brave, why would you listen to the people who are just so insecure with themselves that they have the need to go and make someone else feel bad so they don't feel alone on their insecurities? People that are so upset with how unconfident they are that they get mad when they see confident people.
If you have zero profile photo on the internet and you're commenting publicly about the way someone looks, let's see your ugly face. You have a hideous soul, and I bet you that face matches.
And I know he knows this. I'm not telling Nick right now, like, take your shirt off. I'm not saying that. First of all, because I think that's a decision that doesn't necessarily have to do with your self-confidence. Being shirtless on the internet, that's just something that some people don't want to do, and I get that. I'm just saying that I think this decision has to be fully your choice and not something that you feel like you can or cannot do. I'm now not even just talking about Nick, I'm not even talking about the internet, because I've had so many moments in my life, especially when I was in high school, where I will think I love crop tops but I can't wear them because I'm fat. And it's like, why am I forbidden this? Whose law is this? Where's the law that tells me I can wear something, or I can be on the internet in a certain way, or that my body can be a certain way? Like, where's that law? Why are we making up that this is forbidden, that we can't do that we're not able to do something that we're totally able to? We just have to decide whether or not we want to do it. Like, I think that's the message I want to share. Don't say I can't wear this type of clothing, I can't post this picture on the internet because you can tell that my body is a certain way. You totally can. You can decide just not to do so, but don't forbid it for yourself. I do think Nick has made a lot of progress with this, sharing his story on the internet.
4 hamsters could pick up a pound. Okay. So you need like 3K. Yeah. Let's not take guesses. 3,000 hamsters. Girl. Well, you guys don't know how much I weigh. Yeah, we do. Ask me. You're like 180. Ask me. How much do you weigh? You never ask a girl. Okay.
Let me know what you think about this topic. I'm sorry if something was not accurate. This is just my perception. And let me know in the comments if you like this type of videos as well. And you can let me suggestions for Spanish videos or just any type of videos. And please do subscribe because it's free and you can change your mind anytime. Have a nice week.